What's happening, YouTube, and welcome back to the Reshoevn8r channel. I'm Doug, and I'm the creative director here at Reshoevn8r, and in today's episode of Shoe Care Academy, we're going to be cleaning up these 350 Zebras. Now, these were actually worn out and about by one of our videographers. If you've been around the channel long enough, you might recognize or know the name Fran, and if you don't, you got to go back and check out our documentary series about the rebrand because he makes a couple special cameos there. Now, when he was here earlier this year, he wore these out throughout the desert in northern Arizona, visiting some really amazing sites, and he got this red desert dirt really just cooked into the shoe all over the place. And actually, we've had them sitting on a shelf in storage for a little while now, so I'm not too concerned about the product, but this dirt is definitely cooked in. So I'm gonna go ahead and set these shoes off to the side and introduce you to some of the products that we'll be using in today's cleaning. First up, we have our signature shoe cleaning kit. Now, this is our largest kit and features all the tools that you'll need to get an effective cleaning. So start off with our cleaning solution and all 3 brushes. We also have a microfiber cleaning towel, our laundry bag, and our adjustable waterproof shoe trees. All right, so these are the products we're going to be using for today's Zebra Yeezy cleaning. Now, before we get too deep in today's cleaning, I just wanted to give you guys a reminder to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and enable those notifications so you'll be the first to know when we produce a new video. Now, for today's video, I'm only going to be cleaning one shoe for the purposes of before and after, and I'm going to start with just delacing the shoe. So I'm also going to remove our insole for today's cleaning because I want to clean that up as well. And we'll go ahead and start with our adjustable shoe tree. You might notice I've got a few other products on the table that are not part of our signature kit. The first is this cleaning mat here. It is super absorbent. It's one of our newest products, and I really like it for keeping your cleaning surface spick and span. We also have our collapsible cleaning bowl here, and I'm going to start with 2 squirts of our solution. A little dab will do ya, and let's get it. Now, we have redesigned all of our brushes at Reshoevn8r. This soft bristle brush is a little bit more dense than our last one, so you can really just let the brush do the work if you're used to applying a lot of pressure like with our old brushes. So I'm going with the grain of the fabric here just to reduce any chance of snagging. All right, I'm gonna grab the microfiber towel and just give these a quick wipe down so we can get a progress update on this cleaning so far. Now, as you guys noticed, I was being really gentle with that brush and just going with the grain of the fabric. And you can see, you don't need a whole lot more than that. The brush is really doing its work. So I cleaned halfway down just to give you guys a comparison mid-cleaning. There's still some areas of concern, like some of that red dirt is still just pretty cooked into the fabric right there. And the soft bristle brush is really doing its job of lifting that dirt, and I'm confident that once we run these guys through the washing machine that we'll have a really great result. But let's go ahead and get the other side of the shoe. So I've already hit the uppers of this shoe with the soft bristle brush all the way around, and I'm still seeing some areas of concern. This red dirt really is stuck into the fabric pretty deeply there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take our soft bristle brush with solution again, and I'm just gonna drench the entire uppers and let them sit for a little while. Another little pro tip that I picked up from Steve and Vic is use warm water for your cleaning. It really helps get that solution activated a little bit more. So here we go. right, so now that those uppers are good and soaked, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to our medium bristle brush and start hitting these midsoles. You guys watch at the end of this video when I peel up this cleaning mat, you're gonna be blown away. Another thing with this medium bristle brush when you're hitting the midsoles, you really want to be careful around that edge of the midsole where it meets the fabric, because these really can snag that fabric. So just be really careful when you're hitting those areas closest to the fabric. All right, so we've already hit that midsole again with a stiff bristle brush, and if you've ever cleaned these shoes, you know that ribbing can be just a hotbed for stuck dirt. So really kind of a pain to clean, but these are coming out really nicely so far. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the outsole of this shoe. You can see the boost has really got some of that red dirt really caked in, so we'll have to see how that comes out, but let's get to it. All right, so we've already hit this shoe once with a stiff bristle brush on that outsole, and you can see here on this cloud foam, that dirt is really just stubborn and stuck in there. It's a really difficult material to work with, so I'm not sure we're gonna get that entirely clean, but we're gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna hit it one more time. All right, so that's the second round on the outsole, and as you can see, that dirt is just really stuck in there. I gave it my best shot, but sometimes that's all you can get out of that cloud foam. So now that that water has had a chance to sit on the uppers for a little while, I'm gonna hit that again with a soft bristle brush, and then I'm gonna dig into the sock liner and try and get some of the inside of the shoe as well. So now that we've hit those uppers one last time, I'm gonna go ahead and remove our adjustable shoe tree. So now I'm gonna go ahead and hit that sock liner in the interior of this shoe because it needs some TLC. So we got the pre-treatment all done on this shoe, uppers, midsole, and outsole, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the other parts of the shoe. We're gonna start with the insole. I could tell Fran was wearing these shoes hard and his footprints are still there. So just a basic pre-treatment on that insole. It still is a little dirty, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna get way better after we throw it through the washing machine. So we'll set that aside and move on to our last step, which is cleaning our shoelaces. You don't need a ton of solution left in the bowl. I was really water heavy on these shoes, but just enough to get some suds and work up and get them agitated. No Johnny Bubbles for me. So another quick tip, if some of that dirt is really stubborn, you can grab our soft bristle brush and just agitate the solution with that. And that's about all you need before you stick these in the wash. All right guys, time for the laundry bag. If you haven't noticed, with our new rebrand, we have re-engineered our laundry bag. It's white now. And also we've got a little pouch here for your laces and a laundry pod. So I'll get to the laundry pod in a second, but it's a pretty cool new feature. So we got the shoe all wrapped up in the bag, and we're gonna go ahead and put the laundry pod in our little closable pocket. And with that, we're all set to get to the laundry room. All right, you guys, we got the zebras in the bag, we got our shoelaces, and a single laundry pod in the pouch pocket. And just as an expert tip, you can clean up to 4 pairs of shoes with one single laundry pod. So that's a great way to get the most out of your product. So let's go. All right, we're gonna power on the washing machine. We're gonna make sure our temperature is set to cold. Run it through a regular cycle. And go ahead and start. All right, so we're back. The zebras have gone through the laundry. We let them sit overnight. And all in all, guys, I'm really stoked on the way these things turned out. We got some really great results out of this cleaning. Everything looks pretty darn good. I don't think we call them dead stock if we dropped them on StockX, because we did take an L to that red Arizona dirt. So Arizona 1, Reshoevn8r, I don't know, 1, we'll see. You guys sound off in the comments, let us know if we won this one. But you can definitely see some problem areas right around where this midsole meets the upper. And as well, we've got some really stubborn red dirt right there around that boost area. But I learned a trick from Mr. Reshoevn8r and Vic Almighty. If you take a steamer to that, it'll actually loosen up some of that dirt and you can hit it again with a brush. Maybe I'd go through this with one more cleaning if we needed to, but really guys, we got a clean shoe right here. So I'm pretty stoked, I'd rock it right now. If you're enjoying this content, why don't you go ahead and subscribe, like, and follow down below. Don't forget, everything that we used for this cleaning today could be purchased on Reshoevn8r.com, and we'll see you again next time.